Welcome to the show. I'm Mercy Ajishafet, your host for today's Friday Roundup. Now, what's been going on in this glorious week of entertainment? Because unlike any other, this is Arise 360. Now, of course, it's Friday, and at the end of every week, we like to make sure that anyone who's missed any episodes of the show can catch up on the best bits from this week. So, coming up today on Arise 360. First, well, I'll do not necessarily mine, Catchy's, because Catchy isn't here today, I'm filling in for her, but I'll do my customary greatest hits from our daily reviews of showbiz news from around the world. Then, it'll be time for a roundup of the music industry as we find out what's been happening with our favourite hit makers. Also on the show, I'll be taking you through what everybody's talking about in the creative world of art and culture. And finally, we'll be having a look at what's hot and what's not in the world of film and TV. All that and much more right here on Arise 360. Now, before all of that, let's start by taking a look back at some of the top stories that have made the international headlines over the past week. And that means a look back on the week around the world. Let's have a look. Okay, that's right. Yes, we begin. We start off in America, where Judge Jerry may have had a tough time outrunning Judge Judy because she has topped the list of the highest paid television hosts for 2018. Hello, Judge. Wait, not me. Oh, God, how do I get there? Well, according to Forbes ranking, the stern courtroom personality reportedly pocketed a whopping $147 million pre-tax this year alone, making her the highest grossing host. Wow. Now, ironically, daytime TV hosts took the top 5 spots on the list, despite many late-night and primetime hosts getting more media attention. In second was one of my favorites, Ellen DeGeneres, who earned $87.5 million. Behind Ms. DeGeneres was Dr. Phil McGraw with $77.5 million. I guess you can catch him at the bank, not outside. Then Ryan Seacrest with $74 million, and of course, the one and only Steve Harvey rounded up the list with $44 million. That's $44 million. That is a lot of money. Wow. Those are what the highest paid TV hosts like, hello, hi. Yeah, boss, I think I'm going to need a raise. Now, staying in America, Hollywood star and activist Rose McGowan says that the majority of people in Hollywood knew about the cases of sexual assault within the industry. She's shaking tables that has celebrities all over the world on it. All over the world, everywhere, I guess, maybe possibly including Africa. Now, McGowan was speaking on a Swedish talk show, Skavlan, and her comments again may have just began another series of sanctioning in the Me Too movement and Time's Up movement. All right, let's take a look.
It's such a surprise.
Yes.
Have you believed them?
No. No, of course
why
not. Because I lived there. I know these people. I was there. I lived with it every day. And I know who knew. And I know it was the majority. And it was just considered like, oh, she's an actress. She wore a short skirt. She deserved it. That's the prevailing wisdom in a lot of industries, but very particularly that one. To which I thought, no, I wore pants that day, and nobody deserves it.
Regardless of what happened then, nobody, no woman, no man deserves sexual assault. Now we're moving on to Latin America, arriba. Now, Miguel has taken the award for the very well-kept secret. Well, I would say he's taken the award for the best-kept secret ever. Now, the musician whom we absolutely adore, yes, that's right, Miguel, the singer, the amazing heartthrob with the voice of velvet, got married over the weekend. Now, Miguel and Nazazin, his wife, got married over the weekend. Nazazin Mandy got married at the Hummingbird Nest Ranch in Simi Valley, California, and the wedding was an indescribable day filled with so much love, light and positivity, according to the couple. Now, Mandy wore Spanish style mantilla veil, while the groom donned a custom tux by Van Van. The couple first met at 18 when Mandy interviewed Miguel as he was promoting his first music video. And after over 10 years together, Miguel and Mandy confirmed their engagement in January 2016, and now now they are together forever. Yes, that's right. Now we're heading off to Asia, where Jackie Chan's 19-year-old daughter, Etta Choc Lam, confirmed on Monday morning that she had married her 31-year-old Canadian internet celebrity girlfriend, Andy Autumn. I guess it's love bells for everyone. Now, Etta posted a photo on her Instagram account of the happy couple, both wearing white dresses and holding a marriage certificate dated November the 8th, 2018. Now, many internet users expressed their blessings on Instagram as well as Weibo, China's Twitter-like service. I guess it's Twitter-like, yes. Now, Etta and Autumn started dating in 2017 and moved to Canada in October that year. But their relationship failed to win support from her parents. No. Well, in April, Etta accused her parents of being homophobic. That's right, because they were on the verge of homelessness. Now we head over to Australia, where the ARIA Awards are upon us for another year. That's right. And what could possibly ruin the party for Australia's music's brightest stars? Well, absolutely nothing. Stars graced the event looking absolutely stunning. Performances were from the likes of homegrown boy band 5 Seconds of Summer, visiting pop star Rita Ora, and Hall of Fame inductee Casey Chambers. Now, homegrown country star Keith Urban hosted the award, and he brought some serious star power in the form of his wife, Nicole Kidman, who at some point could not hold back her excitement or embarrassment. The Australian Recording Industry Association Music Awards is an annual series of award nights which celebrates the Australian music industry. Now, we're just going to pop on a plane, that's right, first class hopefully, yeah, right there, and go to Europe. Now, the latest iteration of Robin Hood, released by Lionsgate, has turned out to be 2018's biggest bomb. That's right. Having made only $14 million in its 5-day opening against a budget of just under $100 million. That is what you call, for lack of a better word, unbankable something. Now, overseas, it's done even worse with $8.7 million from 33 countries. And while it's made $6.3 million in the UK, the overall worldwide coffers for the film are disappointingly meager. Now, there's been some significant box office bombs in 2018, such as Paramount's Annihilation and 20th Century Fox's The Darkest Minds. However, these films had low to mid-level budgets that reduced how much of a financial bomb their studios have taken. Now, with a global launch of just $22.8 million, Robin Hood has the worst, oh God, the worst opening for any film this year, with a budget of $90 million or higher. Okay, well, you guys know what to do next time you have a big budget, you want to make a movie, you can call me. I got a sister, you know, her name's Kemi Adetaba. I can give her a call. We can get this going, guys. We can do this. Let's make hits. Now, we go over to the UK, where Kensington Palace confirmed earlier that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will be moving out of their current residence within the palace grounds early next year, instead opting to live in Windsor. Well, who wouldn't want to live in Windsor, darling? Contrary to rumours of a growing feud between Kate Middleton and her sister-in-law Meghan Markle, Kate Middleton can't wait to meet her new niece or nephew. The Duchess of Cambridge said that she's absolutely excited to meet Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's impending arrival. The 2-bedroom cottage at Kensington is not big enough for the couple's expanding family. They also have 2 dogs and will likely require a live-in nanny. Don't forget, but speculation had previously been that the royals would relocate to a 20-room property located just next door to Prince William and Kate Middleton's house in Kensington Palace. Now, we're in India, where members of the international and Indian cast of Netflix's upcoming film Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle, walk the red carpet at its world premiere in Mumbai on Sunday. Now, actors Christian Bale, Frida Pinto, Rohan Chand and Andy Serkis were joined by the starry members of the Indian voice cast, including Abhishek Bachchan, Kareena Kapoor Khan, Anil Kapoor and Madhuri Dixit Nene. Abhishek, who voices Bagheera in the Hindi version of the film, looked dapper in a blue suit, blue shirt combination. He's also shaved off his beard, which had become part of his look for a long time now. Would we even recognize him without the beard? Now, his English counterpart, Belle, wore a black 3-piece suit and was accompanied by his wife, Sandra Blazik, who wore a green dress. Now, because we can, we're going to head back here to Africa, where the famous Kenyan phrase Hakuna Matata, which of course means no worries, has officially been trademarked, and going forward, one might be sued. Oops. or forced to pay for using it. I didn't know, guys. I was just, you know, well, yeah. Disneyland has also granted a US trademark over the phrase for use on clothing. Hakuna Matata is a Kiswahili phrase which loosely translates to no problem or no worries. Now, records from the United States Patent and Trademark Office indicate that the Walt Disney Company legally owns the popular Swahili phrase Hakuna Matata. Now, the trademark means the phrase cannot be used by any other organization or on any merchandise by any other company unless with prior approval from Disney. The Hakuna Matata phrase was popularized in 1982 by Kenyan band Them Mushrooms in their popular song Jambo Bwana. Okay, wait, guys, I have a question. So there was a Kenyan band who made the phrase very popular, Swahili. Swahili. It's an African language. But now, because of Walt Disney, you could be sued or have to pay if you use the word Hakuna Matata? Ah, well, I don't know. I might be an African for Africa, but I don't know how I feel about that one. Anyway, also in Africa, Nollywood stars Omoni Oboli and Ayo Makun, a.k.a. AY, have featured in a Hollywood animation film, Elliot, the Littlest Reindeer, scheduled to be released on December the 14th, 2018. The Nigerian movie stars join Hunger Games star Josh Hutcherson and Deadpool 1 and 2 actress Marina Baccarin to feature in the animation. On their involvement, AY and Omoni both expressed delight at making giant strides as filmmakers and Nollywood stars. Now, some other Hollywood stars featured in the animation film include Jeff Dunham, Martin Short, and John Cleese. Now, guys, I know you probably don't want to go, but it is time to go for a short break. But don't worry, don't worry. I'll be right back, and stay tuned, because coming up, I'll be bringing you all the biggest music news during, and we'll also be finding out what's been trending on social media. Don't go away, guys. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back to the show. This is, of course, Arise 360. I'm Mercy Ajishafe, and we are here together. Now, there is never a dull day in the music industry, or so they say. Now, so to keep up with all the headline-grabbing stories, it's now time for some music news. Now, pop superstar Ariana Grande has been teasing her fans with behind-the-scenes pictures of her new music video, which suggested a throwback to the 90s teen drama Mean Girls. Well, that is so fetch. Well, with the latest teasers, we know it's definitely true. Now, Ariana must surely be a fan of the Lindsay Lohan movie, because she has even enlisted the help of actor Jonathan Bennett, who played the role of Aaron Samuels in the original film. Now, it looks like he'll be reprising the role in the new video for Ariana's hit Thank You Next. Now, from these new pictures, which were posted on Instagram, Jonathan will star alongside Ariana as the queen of the Mean Girls, Regina George, the role that was made famous by actress Rachel McAdams. Oh, don't we just love Mean Girls? But fetch is never going to happen, right? We're never, I think I can smell the rain. Only Mean Girls fans will actually get those references, but hey. Now, Spice Girl, well, my personal favorite Spice Girl, Scary Spice, aka Mel B, Melanie Brown, has made a surprising revelation in a new TV interview she gave to the British breakfast show, Good Morning Britain. Mel revealed that in her new memoir, Brutally Honest, she addresses her 2006 romance with movie star and baby daddy, Eddie Murphy, for the very first time. She described him as her great love and spoke of the intense attraction they had when they first met. This was a shock after stories at the time described their bitter split, and then Eddie Murphy's denial that their daughter Angel, who's now 11, was even his. Well, those times have passed, and Mel described Eddie as a real family man. After all, he is expecting his 10th child, which will also be his second with his fiancée, Paige Butcher. Oh, Uncle Eddie, we salute you as a very strong man, clearly. Now, rap star Cardi B, may have just come to realize that safety is more important than luxury. Now, at least that's what she's saying at the moment. The Bodak Yellow rapper was on a private jet when it had made an emergency landing in Chicago, and then she was left stranded there alone. Now, Cardi then posted a video on social media we would love to show you, but let's just say that this video has more beep, 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 what, beep, beep. Yeah, basically, then that's all you'll hear if we were to play it. So it's pointless because it has more swear words than actual conversation. Beep. Now, however, once we translate on the swear words, long story short, Cardi is never, ever, ever taking another private. You what, Cardi? No, okay, I'll have to take the rest of them for you. Well, we'll see about that. In other news, Cardi B and her fiancé Offset are getting ready for Christmas in the most hilarious way. Now, check out their gift wipe battle that they posted earlier. Who do you think won? Let's have a look.
All right, Offset. Let's see if you could beat me in this rap battle. Yeah. I'm taking it home. I'm the champ. Champ! All right, I'm ready. I'm about to win this. Oh, where's my tape? Where's my tape? Where's the tape? Where's the tape? It's rap. It's rap. All right, Offset. Beat that. Beat that. Beat that.
Ha! Man, you call that rapping? Don't know how to rap. Boo. Yeah. Hey man, hope you enjoy your gift. Let's see if Aquafina mess with our badass rapping skills. We got the best rapping skills out.
Oh yeah, I'm on a Rise 360, yeah. I just call me like 50. I got, they didn't mean that kind of rap battle. They meant like rapping. Yeah. I got that. Man can do that too. Just call me Big M. I'll rap your presence. Now, when your mother is one of the greatest singers in music history, it's fair to think that she might one day ask you to join in on the act. Well, that is exactly what music icon Mariah Carey did with her 7-year-old twins, Moroccan and Monroe. Mariah posted a video on Twitter yesterday of her and her kids getting into the festive spirit and singing along to her 1994 hit song, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Now, Mariah Carey also captioned the video with a message that said, she and the twins had been practicing, and this was the very first time they were performing the song on video. Oh, wow, let's take a look.
3, 2. You ready, Roro? You ready, Roro? All right, Rocky, come on. Okay. Turn up a little bit, please. Here we go.
That has to be, honestly, the single most precious thing that I've ever seen. And to be fair, I don't think I've ever thought about Mariah Carey and thought, hey, Mariah, I would love you to be my mum. But in this situation, wouldn't she make the best mum? Imagine singing lessons from Mariah Carey herself. Now, awards season is gaining momentum, and there is one singer turned actress that everyone has their eye on. That's right, we're talking about Stephanie Germanotta, Lady Gaga herself, and for good reason, because she's just picked up the first of what could be many awards to come. That's right, the National Award Review has awarded Lady Gaga the prize for Best Actress for her performance in A Star Is Born. I guess you could say A Star Has Been Born indeed. Her co-stars Bradley Cooper won Best Director and Sam Elliott won Best Supporting Actor. They will not actually get their trophies until the gala is held in New York next January. However, like many awarding bodies, the winners are announced in advance, almost like a clever incentive for the stars to attend the ceremonies to receive their accolades. Might just want to give Nigerian award shows or African award shows a little tip. You want me to wear my fine clothes, you want me to do my makeup and everything, I'll come. You better tell us who won so we know. That's right. Now, that's all in today's music news, but it's straight into the biggest stories online this week as we check out social media and find out what's trending. Okay, Steven Hillenburg, the creator of the much-loved children's cartoon character SpongeBob SquarePants, passed away aged 57. The tragic news was officially announced by the Nickelodeon network, which has aired the SpongeBob series since it began in 1999. According to Nickelodeon, Steven died from motor neurone disease, also known as ALS, the same condition that the Ice Bucket Challenge was created to raise awareness for. Steven was diagnosed with the disease in just March of last year. Rest in peace, that's how you know it is a terrible disease. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a cure yet, and as you can see, it takes lives very quickly. March last year, that's, wow. Anyway, moving on, rest in peace. Pop star Ariana Grande has had her fair share of highs and lows, and we're not talking about that ponytail, we're not. But that does not stop her from keeping her millions of fans entertained, especially with her latest announcement. Ariana and her photographer Alfredo Flores posted an image on the Twitter announcing the release of a new documentary series about the teeny tiny songstress. Now, it will be all about her Dangerous Woman tour, which lasted from February to September of 2017. The series will be released exclusively on YouTube and is set to debut tomorrow. Well, it was set to debut yesterday, actually, forgive me. Now, with this new series and the eagerly awaited new video for her latest song, Thank You, Next, it's fair to say the future is bright for Ariana. I mean, Ariana is easily one of the most talented young songstresses out there, so I guess, yeah, we can definitely check out the documentary. Now, Disney knows they have big competition in the cinema this Christmas, that's right, with a whole host of major movies due for release. After all, every studio wants to make the big money from families looking for something to watch during the festive holiday. So, Disney has got the social media, yes, that's right, Disney has got social media talking by releasing 2 new songs from their upcoming Christmas movie, Mary Poppins Returns, that's right, which will hit cinemas on December the 21st. The first song is The Place Where Lost Things Go, performed by leading lady Emily Blunt, who has taken over the Mary Poppins role, which Julie Andrews made famous in the original 1964 movie. The second song is It's Trip a Little Light Fantastic. That's an interesting one. Trip a Little Light Fantastic, performed by Emily's co-star Lin-Manuel Miranda, the Tony Award-winning creator of Hamilton. I mean, that is a co-star to have. I mean, she created Hamilton. Now it's time for another quick break, but don't go away because coming up, I'll have all the best of this week's art and culture news, so keep it here only on Arise 360, and we'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the show. I'm Mercy Ajishafet, and you're watching Arise 360. Well, now, for those of you wondering where Kachi Ofaya is, she did have to travel. She's gone somewhere very special, and I have a feeling that she's going to be bringing something very special back with her. So don't worry, she'll be back at some point. But for now, it is me, Mercy Ajishafet. And by the way, despite what anyone tells you, I wasn't practicing my raps in the break. Not at all. They don't call me Mercy B, not even. Whatever they said, it's not true. Well, it's from music to the creative arts now, because it's time to find out what's been grabbing everyone's attention over the last 24 hours in the world of art and culture. Now, an issue very close to my heart is the issue of returning looted African artifacts to African countries, which has dominated the news and the art world recently. And some African countries are speaking out for the very first time since the release of the controversial French report. Senegal says it will request the return of all items in French museums' collections that are identified as originating from the country. Culture Minister Abdoulatif Coulibaly said that although the country is ready to find solutions with France, if 10,000 pieces are identified in the collections, Senegal will ask for all 10,000. I think that's fair. The Ivory Coast, for its part, says that it is ready for a negotiation and a cultural cooperation with France and other countries. French President Emmanuel Macron now finds himself caught between mounting protests from museums and political pressure from African nations. I'm just not going to say anything. I'm just going to smile. We're going to smile, right? But I'm excited because it's like we're getting our art back. Now, Christmas is around the corner and the Old Vic in London is ushering in the festive season with an all-new production of Charles Dickens' classic, A Christmas Carol. Playwright Jack Thorne reworks the play for an absorbing and atmospheric new show that is a love song to Christmas. Oh, Christmas, I love you. Oh. It feels shorter and snappier with director Matthew Watchus maintaining a fine balance between comedy and morality. Filling the auditorium to the brim with mince pies, music, and merriment. Oh, yes, it's a unique stage in which immerses the audience in this uplifting story for just about everyone. I do love mince pies. I do. Yes, Christmas Carol's wonderful. Now, more than 20 years after its first premiere and UK tour, the multi-award-winning modernisation of Tchaikovsky's beloved fairy tale Swan Lake has returned to London. That's right, Matthew Bourne's production returns with a fresh look for the 21st century. It is best known for replacing the female corps de ballet with a male ensemble, shattering convention and taking the dance world by storm. Although Bourne's reimagining is a passionate and contemporary Swan Lake for our times, it also retains the iconic elements of the beloved original. Oh, God, isn't that a classic? Now, Playboy Pooh-Bah, Hugh Hefner's iconic pipe, silk pajamas and smoking jacket darling are up for sale next week as items from the Raunchy Rebels. Oh, you like that, don't you, Raunchy Rebel, you? Personal collection go under in La La Land. Auction lots range from Hef's personal stack of Playboys, which could fetch up to $40,000, to the smoking signature jacket, which will probably fetch between $3,000 and $5,000. His silk pajamas would fetch between $1,000 and $2,000. Now, a carved briar pipe with a custom Playboy bunny logo is expected to net up to $3,000. Hefner, who is known to attend Los Angeles Laker basketball games with Playboy girlfriends in tow, was given a 1980 championship ring by team owner Jerry Buss. The Sparklers list price is between $2,000 and $4,000. The Playboy founder died in 2017 at the age of 91. Ah, yes, it feels like that time, doesn't it? The popular bio-musical based on legendary disco singer, that's right, Donna Summers, has come to an end on Broadway. Summer, the Donna Summer musical, opened in April and will have played 27 previews and 289 regular performances when it closes. The production, which sported more than 20 summer hits as part of its depiction of the late star, received 2 Tony nominations, but reviews were mixed to negative. Oh no! But fans and others who didn't catch the show on Broadway need not worry, though. A North American tour will kick off in September next year, 2019, proving yet again that disco never really dies. Yeah, good stuff. Sorry, disco never dies. It never does. Now, the Whitney Museum has opened a new exhibit dedicated to Andy Warhol, with more than 300 of his pieces on display. The exhibition, called Andy Warhol From A to B and Back Again, is the first retrospective look at his career in an American museum in 30 years. The artwork is displayed chronologically, starting from the 1950s. Unlike other shows, this one goes beyond what many consider his prime, showcasing Warhol's work until his death in the late 1980s. Warhol is highly celebrated for putting up a mirror to American society and culture. Many say his interpretation was way ahead of his time. Now, of course, Andy Warhol is the very definition of pop art. That's right, there is more happening in pop culture. Now, Valentino, hi, so I think we're going to have to take it from the top. That's right. So we're having art and culture, and it's an amazing day. We're talking about Valentino, who has long mastered the art of breathtaking runway moments, and its pre-fall 2019 show in Tokyo, Japan was no exception. That's right. It was the fashion house's first ever show in Tokyo, and creative director Pierpaolo Piccoli delivered what we think was a stunning runway full of red tulle gowns and designs celebrating Japanese culture also. And as this was, the looks were not, and if the looks weren't already stunning enough, The finale saw a storm of red rose petals falling from the ceiling as the models walked the runway in color-coordinated looks. Oh, darling, because fashion is just divine. Petals, I want petals from the ceiling and everything. Yes, darling. Now it's time to go on a quick break, but don't go away because coming up, it's your 360 look at the biggest news in the world of film and television. That's right. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the show. I'm Mercy Ajajafet and you're watching Arise 360. As always, it's been a busy week for the big screen and the small screen. I'm not talking about your mobile phone. And we at Arise 360 like to give you a helping hand with keeping track of what's been happening. So here's our closer look at film and television. So today, of course, is Freaky Friday, and the axe continues to fall on Marvel's series at Netflix. Daredevil, which launched the Marvel Universe on the streaming platform. It's been cancelled after 3 seasons. Now, the move comes on the heels of Netflix cancelling Iron Fist and Luke Cage last month. However, unlike those shows, the door may be wide open for the return of the blind superhero, possibly on Disney's hotly anticipated streaming platform, Disney+. Daredevil's cancellation now leaves only 2 Marvel series left on Netflix, which are Jessica Jones and The Punisher. The era of Marvel TV on Netflix may just be coming to an end. I'm sorry, guys. You know, I love Marvel. You know, I love superheroes. And I mean, to think that Marvel won't be on Netflix anymore. Why would they take away Luke Cage and Iron Fist dead? Anyway, fine. Ahead of next May's release of the follow-up to Avengers Infinity War, Marvel Entertainment will release a comic book series on the company's premier superhero team like nothing that's ever been seen before. It's set to be released on April 13th and will gather 11 collected editions across over 50 years worth of history for the franchise. It's been tagged Earth's Mightiest Box Set. Now, slipcase from the very first ever Avengers comics by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Altogether, the slipcase collection includes some of the most iconic and most popular stories from the Avengers series. The still untitled 4th Avengers movie follows on May the 3rd, so if there's one thing we're sure of, this would answer lots of questions, but be ready to read. Okay, so that means that 2 days before my birthday, on May the 3rd, there is a new Marvel movie coming out. So we're gonna, and you know, I agree, because Marvel, I think Marvel's gonna take over the world. They might as well just take over the world, but not if DC has anything to do with it. No, there's a superhero fight, that's right. A new series comes straight out of the DC universe and assembles some of its best and finest superheroes. It's currently on DC's own streaming service in America, but will soon be available worldwide on Netflix. Now, either this December or early 2019. In the meantime, here's a look behind the scenes of what you can expect from the 11-episode superhero drama called Titans. I may have started watching it. We're not going to talk about that. Take a look.
I think all the DC characters are ready for live action. The Titans, because of the variety and the diversity of the characters and their backstories, really open up avenues of storytelling that we've never done before with superheroes.
My name is Brenton Thwaites, and I play Dick Grayson on Titans. At the start of the series, we see Dick Grayson attempting to break out of the life of working with Batman.
He's struggling to put the Robin costume away for good, because when he puts it on, something comes out of it. A rage that's reflected back at the world from the pain he suffered when he lost his parents.
I'll give you whatever you want.
I want my parents back!
And it's a journey that Dick will go through to really understanding why he's like this and how he can get out of this.
Where's Batman?
My name is Tegan Croft, and I play Raven on Titans. Raven brings all the Titans together because she has these powers, she doesn't know what they are, but people seem to be hunting her.
There you are, dear.
She meets Starfire, Beast Boy, and Robin, and they all come together to protect her. I don't have anyone.
You've got us.
My name is Anna Jope, and I play Corianders, aka Starfire on Titans. Starfire is the warrior who fights for humanity. Come on, I have a feeling you'll do better with me than with them. She's a tough cookie, and she's ruthless.
My name is Ryan Potter, and I play Gar Logan on Titans.
Ta-da!
He has the ability to change into a tiger because that is his favorite animal. He's the class clown. He tries to make light of every situation. And he's got green hair. What's not to love about that?
My name is Alan Richardson, and I play Hank/Hawk on Titans.
What is this? Night out with the bad kids?
I describe Hawk as a pill-popping alcoholic vigilante. He has dealt with some of the most tragic milestones that a human being has to deal with, so we quickly understand why he medicates the way that he does.
You shouldn't leave him hanging like this.
Whatever turns you on.
My name is Minka Kelly, and I play Dove/Dawn on Titans. Dove has a history of gymnastics, ballet, and jiu-jitsu. She's a really good fighter, and she's really fast. The Hawk and Dove relationship is one that I don't think we've seen yet in the DC universe. These aren't superheroes, they're vigilantes, and so they have human flaws and human fears. It's the most real depiction I've ever seen.
We're incredibly excited about this collection of actors. We can't believe that we have all these performers in this superhero universe. It's really exciting.
Now, if you were wondering whether you're going to watch Titans when it comes out on Netflix either this month, or either next month, December, or beginning of 2019, let me just let you know you might want to do that. Anna Diop, who plays Sapphire, from one black woman to another black woman, you are doing an amazing job. I love it. If you want to see a series that has a black woman superhero doing amazing things, all I'm going to say is you might want to watch Titans. Now, Walt Disney and 21st Century Fox almost got entangled in an unwanted lawsuit. Now, a Malaysian casino operator's lawsuit accused them of abandoning a contract tied to the construction of a Fox-branded theme park. Now, Disney owns that market as their Disneyland is one of the most sought-after theme parks in the world. That's right. According to the complaint, Fox Entertainment Group, under pressure from Disney, breached a 2013 contract to license its intellectual property for a planned theme park an hour's drive from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia's capital. Then Fox issued a default notice in a manner consistent with Disney, wanting to kill the deal. Well, they have rejected these claims. Disney and Fox said the construction company's respective claims against them were without merit. Now, a classic is to be reborn, and it's bringing together some of the biggest talents in entertainment, namely director Steven Spielberg, actress Rita Moreno, and playwright Tony Kushner. Spielberg will be directing a reboot of the iconic musical West Side Story, and its Oscar-winning star Rita Moreno will be returning to star as a reimagined character that has been developed just for her. Spielberg said Rita's performance as Anita in the 1961 movie was one of the greatest musical performances ever filmed. And from his earlier discussions about the project, he wanted Rita to be involved. He did. Now, when asked about returning to West Side Story and working with Spielberg, Miss Moreno said it is simply thrilling, and she never, ever could have envisioned this happening in her wildest dreams. Wow, West Side Story getting a reboot. This is an interesting time. A lot of the classics are being rebooted. Some people say, are we running out of stories? Is that why we were telling them? Well, guess what? We're Africans and we are just beginning to tell our stories, so we can't run out of any stories. So we're almost at the end of the show. I know. Don't cry for me, Nigeria. But we wouldn't dare leave you without a final video. We were absolutely stunned by Bradley Cooper's performance in his movie that he directed, A Star Is Born. And now we're seeing more and more actors getting into music. Natalie Portman, the Harvard graduate, is the latest. Now, in this new trailer, which came out on Wednesday, we see her rise through the ashes and create a life for herself through her music after a horrific accident. The movie is called Vox Lux and is out worldwide on the 14th of December, 2018. Enjoy.
Back to where it all began. Now travel back in time.
Please join me in welcoming Celeste Montgomery from Stephanie Dwyer's 8th grade class.
Turn the light on, 'cause I've got no one to show me the way. Please, I will follow, 'cause you're my last hope. I'll do anything you say.
You and your parents chose me to guide you through this, so I want you to remember what I told you. You're just dancing in your bedroom, and no one's looking at you, and you ain't got a care in the world, okay?
Teach me, show me how you got, and in your words I will be wrapped up.
I keep feeling like big moments get stolen away from me. You know, sometimes you just get kicked while you're down.
And that was, of course, Vox Lux, which is Natalie Portman's new movie that's coming out worldwide on the 14th of December. Guys, that brings us to the end of the show. Sad, but we must go. From all of us here, thank you so much for watching. You can catch us every day at 4 p.m. Don't forget, Kachi Offia will be back at some point. My name is Mercy Ajashafa. I am just merely covering her. You can catch me, of course, on Arise Africa. Now, this is the Arise News Channel. Have a wonderful day and goodbye.